What up? What up? So, guys, something I want to talk about today was how certain people don't change their behaviors and don't adapt to change. So, one mistake repeated the same time over and over again is no longer a mistake, it's just a behavior. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to put a hypothetical situation to people that are players and they like to treat women like shit. That really roots down to the childhood of that person. And this is something that took me a while to learn, and that people are capable of changing. Because me, myself, I used to be a player. I used to have 30 girlfriends on my phone. I used to chat. I used to do a bunch of stupid shit. And honestly, it took me a while to learn that you need to be respectful towards the people you date, because you don't know whose daughter that is. You don't know whose wife that is. You don't know whose sister that is. And it took me years to learn that. Number one. Number two, I think one of the reasons why a lot of men tend typically to be players and they like to date multiple women is because it roots down to the childhood, and maybe there was something in the pattern of how they grew up where they didn't receive the attention that they should have from their mother. So usually there's men that are players and they seek attention and love from multiple women in the future when they're 24 and 25, typically because when they were 7 and 8, they never received the nurturing affection that a mother should provide as a child. So the child, basically, let's just put this hypothetical situation where there's a child who has a single parent, who has a single mother, right? And as a boy, I think this affects boys more than girls. Boys are really attached to their moms. When they don't receive the affection that a mother provides from the mother, they look for it anywhere else in the world. That was my issue as a kid growing up. I was financially stable. I got everything I ever wanted. But sometimes presence and actual physical presence is more important than actual gifts and materialistic presence, if that makes sense. Because, as much as all the things that my mom ever gave me, I cannot say that my mom never gave me anything, because that was not the case. The case was there was no emotional support that led me to seek love from the outer world rather than my inner home. Caused me to date a lot of people, caused me to hurt a lot of hearts, caused me to be an evil person at one point. Because literally, when you seek love outside of your home, the only people that are in the streets are the gangsters and the thugs. Think about it. When your son's looking for love in the streets, it's because you're not giving them love at home. Put it that way. And they grow up to become a person that's really fucked up in society. And it will take them a while to really recognize their fucking mistakes until they become a person that they should. As unfortunate as this sounds, I used to be a fuck up. I was a fuck up more, and I have more years in fucking up in life than I do in good years. Put it that way. And I live with a guilty conscience and regret to the day of today, and it took me fucking years to realize the damage I was doing, to stop it. And this is where I come to the conclusion that people are capable of changing. Because one mistake repeated more than once becomes a problem. It is no longer a mistake, it is a behavior, unfortunately. So it takes a few of them to really get the point. And it took me a few of them to really hit that rock bottom, to realize if I continue living this type of life, I'm going to be a fucking piece of shit. And I don't want to be a piece of shit. That makes sense. So I think the reason why a lot of men tend to cheat and they love to have 30 girlfriends at once is not because they're just horny. Well, maybe there is those group of men that are just generally horny and disgusting and they're just fucking creeps. But I think a lot of men also date a lot of women because they never received the love they needed from their mother as a child, so they went out to the real world to seek it. I think it's very important for us as parents to guide our children throughout their dating lives and their sexuality so that they do not grow up to repeat the same mistakes that their parents may have made. Number one. Number two, I am in full compliance of having a sit down with my kid when he goes through his times in growing up and giving him a clear explanation that you can easily get another girl pregnant and that you can easily fuck your life up by doing stupid shit. If no one tells them, where are they going to get that affection? Where are they going to get that information from? And where else? Like, where else? It's just so much that we need to know as parents. I thought I'd let this video out there for you guys to hear it. Like, comment, or share. Have a good day.